collective, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. Happy new moon in Taurus. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy for this new moon via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages coming through. So let's get into it. It is, like I said, a new moon in Taurus. New moons are really great at giving us an opportunity to set new intentions or readjust intentions that really aren't working how we thought. It doesn't necessarily have to be according to plan, even though there is a little bit of a call towards inventiveness in the astrology. The new moon's in Taurus as well as Uranus, and Uranus is all about shaking it up. Also, Jupiter is in Gemini, which is about doing things differently. And I've been talking a lot about Mars, the way it's been weirdly aspecting the energy. Things are taking a lot longer to manifest, to play out than what we had hoped or anticipated. And it's getting us a little antsy, right? Like, we're ready to see movement. We're ready to see momentum. It's getting a little bit annoying, right? Having to deal with almost like stupid situations, right? Sometimes when people are not getting what they want, they're popping off. And there's been a lot of tension, emotion, feeling in the air as well. We're seeing that with that cluster of planets in Pisces, which is actually positively aspecting the new moon, which is the silver lining. But unfortunately, Mars is where we're going to have our trouble. So that's why I like to start off with an energy cleansing, just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any of that block limitation that we might be coming into. It's also a great time to set your own intention for the reading as well, especially if you've come in with something on your heart, something on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over, be open to receive. Spirit loves to speak to us, and it comes through in so many different ways, right? So and you deserve it. All right. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you are just looking for more of a rebalancing of self, alignment of mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're feeling good, when we're feeling strong, when we have that awareness of self, that's when we're manifesting abundance. That's when we find that happiness, fulfillment that we're all seeking, and we all deserve, for that matter, right? So definitely hit me up. I would be honored to help, support, love in whatever way possible. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, with that, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly, and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love, Mama Love. Amen. All right, so unfortunately to report, this is going to be a little bit of a tense new moon. And, I think it really is fitting for the energy just because things have been really intense. And like I said, the way Mars has been aspected is it's putting a halt on things. It's slowing things down, and it's kind of putting us in a position to feel impatient. We have to be mindful of that energy because that can get us into some trouble. And it's better to do the due diligence, to vet, to get whatever knowledge, self-assuredness you need around a person, a situation, in order to better navigate, to make better choices forward. Jupiter has been tensely aspected to Saturn for quite some time, and Saturn is in that little cluster I was talking about, Saturn and Venus. And so it is really bringing attention to and highlighting partnerships and relationships. And we're having a hard time with it, 100%, with this Child of the Universe card as your overarching energy. This is about a level up. This is about you refining some aspects of yourself that need a little more tender, loving care, just to make you a better version of you, right? To bring in more abundance, to be in more alignment with yourself, to have more success in your life. Unfortunately, these types of things do kind of come painstakingly, right? Where we do have to go through the discomfort. We do have to see aspects of people, of situations that feel really unpleasant. But you're calling in this new level of abundance. And I love this 100%. You're calling in this new level of abundance. And it is from that perspective of like, hey, this isn't working. This doesn't fit. This isn't right anymore, or whatever that is for you, right? And you're actually looking mindfully at what makes sense moving forward. But because there has been a lot of that stagnancy, because it's like we're kind of stewing in I don't know, like past people, past situations, past karmas, or just things that have been in our life for a long time. Patterns are presenting themselves, etc. And it feels like we're kind of stewing in the old is what I was getting at. But in reality, it is a form of protection. And this is like what we keep forgetting as we're navigating some of the heavier stuff, some of the trickier stuff, some of the stuff that really just like doesn't feel good. I'm not saying to invalidate yourself or don't feel your feels. I always think that's like a really important part of the process, and we need to give ourselves that value. But 100% with this Capricorn energy, which is ruled by Saturn. Remember, Saturn talked about in the Pisces. No, but it's this value of just having to do the effing work. Sorry to report. I know, such a Debbie Downer. I'm so sorry. But it is really true, you know? And like I said, it's actually bringing in this abundance. It's bringing in this level up. It's like Spirit is sitting here saying, like, confirming that you are on the right path. You're moving in the right direction. Even though it doesn't feel like it. You have been protected. Sometimes we just have to remember, if we're not getting that thing immediately or when we think it's due to us, etc., it is because like we have to better orient ourselves in order to receive it. Or sometimes people, situations that we might be dealing with might not be good for that thing to come in for us at that time. And we're seeing a lot about relationships being highlighted. And it's calling us to do things differently, like I was talking about, that Uranus in Taurus, working with what we got, right? Like taking a different approach, not being afraid to be a little bit more creative and inventive, maybe following some intuitive hints, inspirations, creativities that are coming through. Because like everything, like Mars loves to just like make things happen through like force of agenda. And really Spirit's saying that that's not the method right now. It's not going to work 100%. Is that Knight of Pentacles? Oh, Page of Wands. Okay. Yeah. It's just not going to work because whatever you're dealing with, it's not well fit. It's not well suited for it quite yet, whatever that means. It looks like there's something or someone around you who's like very immature. And I do actually feel like trying to throw you off course, right? I don't know, this is something 100% that Spirit is confirming. There is protection for you around, but you also have to be mindful, right? Like we also have to protect ourselves when we're getting those intuitive hints, i.e. Neptune is in Aries right now, which Aries is all about like trusting ourselves, right? Trusting your thoughts, trusting your feelings, trusting your senses around people, situations, because someone is lingering around that's not, like I said, Four of Cups energy is taking something, someone for granted. So this is someone who doesn't understand the value. Page of Wands energy is really immature and like really fidgety, right? Like that's the person who's like, won't listen, won't pay attention, is on to the next thing, like when it's your turn to be heard or understood or whatever. And here's the thing, I feel like you're kind of seeing this play out. You are really focused on yourself, which I love. You feel strong, right? You're actually tapping into this level of power. Is this a test? Maybe a little bit, because it is seeing how far you've come. It's giving you a glimpse into where you're at, but also like what is in front of you, you know? And it's that 100% 8 of Cups, like walking away from the BS. And I think that these relationships, these dynamics are really being highlighted for us right now. It's not comfortable to see that, however. It's not comfortable at all. And if anything, what do we have? Pluto and the vertex point are in Aquarius. So endings that we foresee, that we kind of know, we have those senses that are happening, it's coming to head whether we like it or not. It's kind of hard to like it because, again, our ego's playing a big role in all of this. But the nice thing about Venus and Saturn being on top of each other is it really talks about the hard work can be you investing in what makes you feel good, nurtured, supported. Like those are the things that we want to be gravitating towards. Not buying into someone's, like this is definitely showing someone who's having high expectations of you, putting a lot of responsibility onto you, who's also self-sabotaging in their own way, in the way that like maybe they're even accusing you of doing. I don't know. But like, side note, I don't even know if it's a huge deal. Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like this is something you've been dealing with. And so you kind of do have one eye on it. But like I was saying before, you're like very much on your pathway forward. And it's bringing you to the right person, the right people, the right situation. This King of Pentacles energy. That's someone who has their shit together. It's security in this deck, right? So someone who knows how to like manage their worldly prosperity. And I feel like you don't even understand completely how much you are in alignment because there's still a lot of toxicity getting thrown your way. It's forcing you to cultivate strength, right? I have a love-hate relationship, you know, with that card, to be honest, because sometimes it's nice to just be like, I'm the shit. And I already got this. I got this handled. And you do. But again, someone's poking at you right now. Something is poking at you. And I feel like this is someone who's, I don't know. I mean, it like a lot of immaturity, and maybe whatever, it's not their fault, they're naive, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's also kind of hard for you to, because I'm seeing something wants a second chance, but it's almost hard for you to give that, right? And I feel like something else is coming in 100% that's like completely changing. Yep, double confirmation on that change. It's completely changing your life. And I'm not trying to oversell it by saying that, but it's almost like, well, I'll pull on it. Here we go. Okay, so Queen of Wands. It's putting you front and center in something, in a position that you're finally, you're connecting with people, with situations. It looks like you're stepping into an environment where there's just like a lot of support, or there's a lot of security, or it's opening up so many doors is what I'm seeing. And I feel like in an interesting or not way, this person doesn't necessarily want to be left behind. They feel like maybe you owe them something, especially because they're going to be like, hey, well, I'm sorry. Or, I don't know, like there is some apology. Maybe it served its purpose at one time, but it's kind of run dry, or it's just not fitting the way that you thought it was going to work. But honestly, you have this whole slew of people coming in that's completely like it's just changing your life 100%. And in this I feel like this is a really powerful way. Like I said, I mean, I think the part of it that sucks or is keeping your focus distracted is because of how much work this is. And I've seen this a lot with people and with situations, clients, etc., where it's like over and done with like the arduousness behind all of this. But honestly, this is showing that like putting in a little bit more effort is going to go a long way. And this is all about what I love about Wands energy. Like, talk about when we want something to move fast, it's going to do that for us. It's not right this second. It's not happening this new moon. Like I said, this is basically saying give it a month or so, right? Like, allow it to have a full moon cycle between a month or two, right? And, you know, okay, the full moon. Yeah, because there are some things that are still playing out in this Page of Wands energy over here. We've been seeing this a lot, and the moon, or I'm sorry, Mars is also tensely aspected to Black Moon Lilith. So it is so easy for people, situations to manipulate, to hustle, to kind of schmooze the energy. We really have to be careful of this. That's also why it's really important to not move too fast, because again, it can lead to our detriment. But we also want to make sure we're not staying stagnant either, especially if you are finding a lot of toxicity in your past relationships. It is hard because we kind of have to like let the ego go to like put that on the side, right? If people don't like us, or we feel like people are kind of like gossiping, being catty about it, we kind of just have to be okay with that. Again, it's for a hot minute, and don't hate me for saying that because it's been annoying, right? I can confirm it 100%. And like I said, it's all across the board. It's a lot of different people that I come into throughout my life, and it's not easy, right? We're finding ways to bring that harmony, collaboration, right? Like working with the energies. Pluto has moved into Aquarius. This is also about like we're being pushed, we're being encouraged, gently forced towards choosing things that we actually want, not just this like run-of-the-mill doing it because it works, unless that's like a fit for you, right? It's not like you have to go out and you know, change the world per se. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the way you want to live, the way that makes you feel like at your best, whatever that is for you in this space and time right now. And we're being forced, like I said, to kind of work with what is in front of us. Yeah, but it's like, it's bringing rebirth, right? Like lessons aren't just about saying no thank you or screw you or this doesn't work. Sometimes we do have to find a fluid exit, or, you know, a transition out that isn't too rocky, that doesn't provoke a lot of, I mean, you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out is what it's showing, right? Like you're almost on the tail end. And I love this first house. Yeah, arrival, 100%. We did just come from Aries season, and this is, you know, I feel like this is really that point of arrival that I was talking about, where Jupiter in Gemini, where it's doing that complete flip of the script because of the work that you're putting in, because of what you've built, because of how much you have grown. Again, this is a level up. This is such a powerful reading. It's a powerful energy. It's not going to feel 100% like celebration on tomorrow or today, whatever you find this, whenever you come across this reading. It's going to feel a little bit like, this is annoying AF, but at the same time, there's a lot of good that's coming underneath the surface. We're headed there, right? We're making proactive steps and choices towards those things that are the better fit. And as you're doing that, we're seeing people like finally get it, finally understand that you're not messing around, or that you're not just going to be a doormat or whatever it is, right? That you're actually like empowering yourself. And it's in a way where it's bringing in all these people, all these situations that are like really kind of filling in the gaps for what you haven't received in the past, right? This is beautiful. This is all the energies. This is all the embodiment of energies. We don't have one. Oh, no, we do. Nope. Well, air energy, but the Empress is ruled by Libra. So really beautiful. I love this. I'm so excited to see and hear how this fares out for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Definitely drop comments below if you did, if you found messages that resonated for you here. I really hope that you did. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your time, energy always. I super appreciate you. I love to connect, love to say hey. Drop comments below, like I already said, but I appreciate you. Sending all the love and blessings your way.